And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the John Nobles Invitational Tournament here on the campus of Moore High School on the Douglas H. Frederick Sports Complex. Dwayne Doolittle, Jamin Dawson, Langston with us here on the engineer. Pascal on the camera tonight. You're listening to Millwood basketball here on the second day semifinals of the John Nobles Tournament featuring the Millwood Falcons and the host Moore Lions. Millwood basketball is brought to you by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'd also like to thank our additional sponsors, Sunbeam Family Services, Millwood Enrichment Foundation, First Security Bank, A+ Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe and Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, and Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. We're the portion of the program where we bring players to watch for the Millwood Falcons and for the host team. I want to remind you that sometimes after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services of a sports medicine specialist, and those specialists at SSM Health Hospitals have a great team to get you a player back into the game from injury. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores is a founding member of the Millwood Falcon broadcast and continues to make our community a great one to live in. Thank you, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, for your support of Millwood Athletics. Players to watch brought to you by none other than Super Prep. And Super Prep is the premier sports outlet featuring the very best in high schools and college student athletes in the city, state, and nation. Super Prep can be found on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and social media at Super Prep OK. So, Jeremy, I'm going to bring you in, man. We're going to talk about players to watch for the Moore Lions. Take it away, man.
All right, starting off, we're going to start at the bottom of the roster. We're going to start with Ebby Borte. He's a 6'7", 320-pound senior. Look for him causing problems down low.
Wait. This is the basketball team, right?
This is not football, dude.
Okay.
We're talking about basketball.
Okay.
6'7", 320. I know that sounds like a big left tackle maybe, pulling guard, but we talking about on the basketball court.
We're talking blindside.
Yeah.
And it's funny you used to say left tackle. I've been watching him here in warm-ups. He is a left-handed player, and he is every bit of 6'7" and 320. Go ahead. I just had to break in on that, man.
Oh, no, he's going to be a problem. We just want to put that in perspective for everybody tuning in right now.
That's an anomaly.
We got Darian Grant, 6'4" senior coming in, and another key player to watch is Tristan Hankins, 6'2" junior.
Christian Hankins talking to the head coach, Greg Harton, here for the Moore Lions, and he was quick to point out those three players as the engine that makes the Moore Lions basketball team go, and certainly we'll keep an eye on those players, highlight them throughout the game. For the Millwood Falcons, you know these people, you know the drill. You've listened to this broadcast with either myself or Mo Prince and Coach Woods and Jamin and others that have been on the broadcast. You know this team backwards and forwards, and when we talk about the Millwood Falcons, we can pretty much just highlight the entire roster, as Coach Dorian Williams has this team playing at a level that is nearly championship caliber. As a first-year coach, kind of unusual. Of course, the names and the numbers as we'll bring about. Number 0, Zaire Fisher, you know him. He's a two-way athlete playing football and basketball, and he's worked himself into basketball shape and into the starting lineup for Coach Dorian Williams, and he brings a spark plug and an energy level. Zon Williams, our player of the game, 2 games ago against the Cassidy. You know what he can do. He was big and instrumental in the win on yesterday, knocking down free throws down the stretch. Amari Barrett, another 6'4" sophomore. He is an inside-outside player, two-way player inside, can knock down the three, can get the mid-range game going. Christopher Clay can play at the rim, can rebound. He's a defender. He does it all. Chance Bubba Davis. We go back 2 years ago at the state championship. He knocks down a three-point basket at the end to seal the victory for the Millwood Falcons there at the state championship. Adrian Anderson Nelson, AAN. He's a 6'3" senior and brings tremendous energy, inside-outside game player for him as well as a defender. And the surprise, maybe not so much a surprise, that Coach Williams has been able to get the energy level up for Solomon Davis, playing sound defense, being able to knock down some mid-range shots, being that defender to be able to hold down the post. He's going to be tested tonight as a post player as he comes in at 6'7", not 320, but 6'7" nonetheless, and he'll be working on Ebi Borte. That'll be interesting matchups to see how that works, how that fares well for both teams as they look to exploit things. What do we expect to see? Well, at 6'7" and 320, I expect the ball's going to go inside, maybe an inside-outside game to see what Borte can do. We spoke to him while we were in the hospitality room, and here's just to take a pause right here. If you've never been here to the hospitality room here at Moore High School during the Moore Invitational Tournament, the John Nobles Invitational, you don't know what you're missing. We spent a great bit of time down there taking in on the eats and treats that they had there, one of the better tournaments here. And when we talked to Ebi Borte, we asked him, what are you expecting tonight? And we somewhat taken aback by his answer was 10 and 10. He was looking for a double-double, not necessarily high numbers, but 10 points, 10 boards. I mean, that's a productive night for him at that position, so we'll see how that plays out. The Falcons got here by beating help me out, Jameis.
We beat the Ada Cougars yesterday in another close game. Past couple games have been close. Douglas last week coming down to those last free throws, and here yesterday at Douglas H. Frederick Court, we had Zon Davis at the line to determine the game. He missed a couple big free throws, but he redeemed himself yesterday, and he was the player of the game yesterday as well. So two games in a row, he's player of the game.
Son Williams, yeah, doing big things for his Millwood Falcon team. And I'm telling you, I'm inundated with papers in here, and the one I'm looking for, of course, I can't find it. And so the Falcons are here in this semifinal game looking to knock off the host Moore Lions. And so let's go into Keys to the Game. Keys to the Game are sponsored by Narissa Berry's insurance agency. Narissa Berry would like to help you get the best insurance coverage with the right price for your home, automobile, and life insurance policy. Let her help you protect what's most important to you. Learn more by calling 405-547-0595. Thank you, Narissa Berry, for your support of Millwood Athletics. So keys to the game. We'll start with you, Jamin.
Well, I mean, the defensive presence, I mean, that's the identity of this team, and it easily translates to the offensive end. I mean, you got a guy like Ebi Borte, you want to focus on him, but he's not the focal point of this team. As we know, they can share the ball. They have other couple playmakers, but defensively, we need to be sound. Free throws, I mean, that goes without being said. And transition, those are one of the key things that they couldn't capitalize last game. So you want to see him get running.
All right. Keys to the game for me, for the Millwood Falcons. Stop the inside presence for Ebi Borte, make him one-dimensional, make him pass the ball. You can get him to pass the ball out. And then if they're going to try to impose their will on the inside, certainly we want to let him get what he's going to get and shut down everybody else. So we can't let them have the inside-outside game. Maintain your defensive identity. I don't think we're going to have a problem with that. As this team is locked and loaded defensively, we can expect more of the same for them there. And then get off to a good start. See how that transitions into the rest of the game, because when you get a good start, you don't have to press as hard to make baskets count when you can get the easy baskets, get the easy looks, and be ready to go from there. So those are the keys to the game, sponsored by Narissa Berry Insurance Agency. Thank you for that sponsorship of Millwood Athletics. So we had the players to watch, the keys to the game, and we're just about ready for the starting lineups as we have 8 minutes on the clock. We'll bring the starting lineups to you as soon as we know who they are. Dwayne Doolittle is me, as Mo would say, the ref in the box. I don't know what we call it in the box because we're at a table. And Jamin Dawson here in the capable hands of bringing this game to you as the national anthem is going to be rendered. We'll take a quick break, come back on the other side. You're listening to Millwood Athletics, Millwood Basketball, sponsored by SSM Health, Love's Travel Stops, and Country Stores.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Welcome back to the John Nobles Invitational for the starting lineups for the Millwood Falcons and the Moore Lions here on a Friday, frigid Friday here at day number 2 for the John Nobles Invitational as Coach Dorian Williams brings his Falcon team in here looking to punch the ticket into the finals as we're just about prepared for the starting lineups. Number 0, Zaire Fisher gets the nod. Number 1, Zon Williams II. Number 3, Amari Barrett. Chance Bubba Davis, number 11. And number 24, Solomon Davis, are the starters for the Millwood Falcons, clad in their blue uniforms with red piping. And the starting lineups coming for the Moore Lions. Number 1, Messiah Bunting. 6'2", senior. Number 2, Jakari Davis. Number 5, Tristan Hakins, one of our players to watch. And number 12, Hayden Stoll. And number 15, Darian Grant. So the players to watch, 2 of the 3 players to watch for the Moore Lions are in the starting lineup. Ebi Borte will be coming off the bench for Coach Greg Harton and his coaching staff here on this Friday night. The winner goes into the finals tomorrow. It'll be played at 8:30 p.m. The loser of this game will play at 5:30 tomorrow. We know that the Lady Falcons will play tomorrow at 1 o'clock as they fell earlier to the Owasso Rams here in the second round of the John Nobles Invitational Tournament here on the campus of Moore High School. Once again, Dwayne Doolittle, Jamin Dawson on the call with you. We're just about set to go. The officiating crew here is assigned, certified by the Oklahoma Secondary Activities Association. Dana Bowers, Brooke Ferris, Eli Tillman, the officials. And the tip is controlled by the Moore Lions, who are going from right to left on your TV screen. Ball's out high. Looking, number 5 immediately takes a shot. It's a knockdown 3. Tristan Hankins, just like that, 3-0.
And we see why he's a player to watch. I mean, there was no thought in that whatsoever.
None, no hesitation at all. Man-to-man pressure deployed by the Moore Lions. The Falcons out top in the form of Zaire Fisher. Swings the ball over to Barrett into the corner, out to Davis out top. Over to Chance Bubba Davis, who makes a move, loses the basketball for the first turnover of the game for the Falcons. Moore Lions push quickly into the front court, get the ball reversed into the corner. Looking into the post play for post presence. Number 2 on the drive for the Lions, tipped away by the Falcons, and rebound back out to the Moore Lions, who reset the offense. Ball moves side to side, a long 3 from the corner. Number 1, Messiah Bunting. And the rebound to the Falcons, who are off and running. Zaire Fisher hits Bubba Davis, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Lions. It will be Falcon basketball under their own goal.
Great pass by Zaire, trying to catch Chance Davis open on that baseline backdoor.
Zon Williams with the ball out front, out to Barrett. Double high is the call for Coach Williams. Fisher with the ball, near side, reverses field, comes across, looking for motion. Zon sets the screen. Solomon Davis takes it out about the 18-foot mark, still looking up, and a shot over, no good. Rebound, Lions, and they're looking to run. And there's a whistle on the play as a good defensive play by the ever-present Zaire Fisher. And he draws the charge, and that's one way to slow him down. Messiah Bunting, his first personal foul is a player control foul. Ball goes back over to the Falcons.
And the Falcons do that very well. I mean, they drew 2 charges yesterday, one of them key charge by Christopher Clay to seal the game.
And that's the defensive mindset that Dorian Williams brings to this team. Defense first. Offense is going to come. Get defense. Get your defense up, and when your offense is struggling, you can always get more possessions. Barrett with the ball, hawked by number 1. Ball out top to Zaire Fisher, who wheels and deals, looks for Bubba Davis, throws the ball up off the back rim, no good. Last touch by the Falcons. It'll be more basketball. 5:41 remaining in the first quarter play here early on. The Moore Lions lead 3-0 here in this semifinal game. Winner goes to the championship. The loser plays in the Constellation Finals tomorrow at 5:30. Championship tomorrow night, 8:30. We'll bring you Millwood basketball wherever they are, and hopefully it's going to be in the championship. Ball stolen by Barrett, who takes the Euro step and misses the layup. The Lions quickly into the front court. A long three, number 2, Davis, no good. Zon Williams takes the ball to the rim, and that shot won't fall. And the rebound again off on a 2-on-1 break to the Lions. Passes it back to the middle, and there's a shot by number 15, Grant, and foul on the play by number 24, Solomon Davis. His first personal foul, first team foul. That'll put Grant at the line to shoot 2 free throws here, where the Moore Lions lead now 3-0 with 5:07 remaining in the first quarter of play. The first free throw is up, and it is good. Substitution in the game for the Lions, number 3, Joel Walter, replacing number 1, Blunting. Grant at the line shoots the second shot, and it too is good. 5-0 is the score here, as the Falcons have yet to crack the egg, and that's a turnover on a miscommunication between Bubba Davis and Zaire Fisher. Second turnover of the ball game.
We tried to get it to him quick. I mean, Zaire's pretty wide open in that corner. It's just miscommunication there.
Wholesale substitutions coming as Coach Williams has seen enough. He's running 5 new players up to the scores table as the ball goes inside to Grant, and he is a beast there. Good defense by Solomon Davis. So 5 substitutes into the game for the Falcons. Number 10, Mark Presley Jr. Number 20, Donovan Knight. Number 4, Josiah Mays, correction. Number 12, AAN, Adrian Addison Nelson. There's a three-point shot as the ball was being reversed. Three-point shot by Christopher Clay, no good. And they're off and running defensively for the Falcons on a block. Number 4, Josiah Mays. Number 40, Ebi Borte into the game for the first time for the Moore Lions, who lead now 5-0, 4 minutes, 11 seconds, as the Falcons have yet to crack the goose egg on the scoreboard.
Good defense.
Great defense, better shot as Dorian Grant is able to work for another 2 points. 7-0 is the score here early on in the first quarter, as we're halfway through the first quarter and the Falcons have yet to score. And shots up and no good. Rebounded to the Falcons. Resetting the offense out top, number 12. And he goes in, muscles his way in, and the shot still won't fall. And the Lions are off and running again in an easy transition basket. Number 5, Tristan Hankins, knocks down the 2 on the easy runaway layup. And Coach Williams has seen enough. He takes a 60-second timeout. We'll take a quick break and come back on the other side. You're listening to Millwood Athletics Basketball, sponsored by SSM Health, Love's Country Stores, and Travel Stops. We'll be back on the other side.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast, and today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great, and yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm gonna make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
And welcome back inside the field house here at Moore High School, Douglas H. Frederick Complex, as the Falcons trailing 9-0 after the timeout. Number 5, Clay, loses the ball going up, and there's a foul on the play, and that'll be a turnover and a foul. Number 10, Mark Presley, his first personal foul, second team foul for the Falcons, who have yet to score.
Got Nate Torres entering the game for the Moore Lions.
First time in for him. So we've seen Coach Williams go wholesale substitutions, fresh 5, and the defensive intensity is still there. And that's that defensive mindset and presence as Borte looks to power his way in, and he does, up for 2 points.
Strong move and soft finish around the rim.
Hey, at 320, any move you make is strong.
No
11-0 is the score. Yeah, 320 pounds, 6'7", any move you make is a strong move.
Yeah, hard to defend all that.
And a foul called here, going to the end line, number 11, Nate Torres, his first personal foul, second team foul for the Moore Lions here in the first quarter play. It will be Falcon ball under their goal. Borte out defending. AAN, 2 hands on him. He turns the corner, and a rim runner, it won't go. Rebound to the Lions.
I mean, that was a good look to use your speed against the bigger defenders.
Absolutely.
Just wouldn't fall.
There's no way he's going to be able to keep up with you, as he's got to get that 320 pounds going. And there's a foul call there on number 10, Mark Presley. It's going to be his second personal foul.
Foul on 10, Mark Presley Jr.
Third team foul. More ball underneath their own goal. 2:27 remaining in the first quarter of play, and the Falcons have yet to score and trail 11-0. The rim run, number 3, Joel Walter knocks down the 2, 13-0 here, early going, or late here in the first quarter of play, as the Falcons are still looking for answers and score. Starters are set to come back in. They're at the table for Coach Dorian as they're looking to get back into the game, as maybe the Falcons on this trip can knock down a 2 or 3 and 1 or something to erase the initial 0 on the scoreboard. 13-0 is the score as the Lions lead. And there's a 3-point shot that's no good, taken by Adrian Anderson-Nelson. So the starters come back for Coach Williams, Fisher, Williams, Barrett, Davis, and Solomon Davis, and Chance Davis are back into the game.
No relation.
No relation. The Davis. A long 3 taken by the Falcons as Ebby Borte is there to clean things up, and there's a foul now called on number 5 for the Lions, Tristan Hankins. His first personal foul, third team foul. And there's a lot of muscling going on in the post. 1 minute, 18 seconds remaining in this first quarter play, and the Lions are all over the Falcons as Ebby Borte comes out, way out, and gets a foul. That's the 4th team foul. Fouls Barrett out near the volleyball line, and anytime you can get a big man out there, you want to go to work on him. Grant Williams the second with the basketball in the corner. Chance Bubba Davis, 3, no good. Rebound to the Lions, who are off and running again. into the front court. Reverse to the most, looking into the post play as Ebby Borte is there. And there's a drive to the rim, number 5, Tristan Hankins for 2 more points. 15-0 is the score now. 43 seconds remaining as Barrett shot no good. One look and the rebound, and they're off and running again. Into the front court are the Lions. Resetting the offense. Ebby Borte, who almost loses a shoe, and runs to the rim, dishes to the corner for a wide open 3. No good. Rebound. Barrett for the for the Falcons. Zaire Fisher running to the goal. Solomon Davis is there for recipient. And finally,
that's what you want to see. Get the guys running in transition. Zaire finds his big man Solomon Davis. Get him on the board for 2.
15-2 is the score on a 15-point run, and that's the end of the first quarter. And a quarter that didn't pay dividends on the scoreboard for the Falcons, and Coach Williams will have some work to do. We'll take a quick break, come back on the other side. You're listening to Millwood Basketball, sponsored by SSM Health, Love's Travel Stops, and Country Stores. We'll be back after this break.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast. And today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great. And yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president. Also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRI.
And we're back inside of this field house here at the Moore Invitational Tournament, where the Moore Lions lead the Millwood Falcons 15-2. This quarter recap brought to you by First Security Bank, and they're a proud sponsor of Millwood Falcons broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help you make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or business owner come true, let the friends at First Security Bank make that dream a reality. Call 405-424-4351. Remember, FDIC and an African-American owned bank. So, Jamin, quarter recap.
I mean, it's been great shot selection. I mean, great looks. Playing good defense. I mean, just haven't got some of those shots to fall while Moore has, and then got to the free throw line.
Yeah, the scoreboard says it all. 15-2. As defensively, the Falcons have been there. Zahn for a long 3, no good. And there's a lot of hands on, a lot of pushing. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Millwood basketball, as the players are sacrificing their bodies and everything else. Donovan Knight comes into the game for Solomon Davis, as Coach Williams is looking for combinations that are connecting, and there are no connections right now for the Falcons. Ball inbound to Bubba Davis. Inside to Barrett on a post move. Double team comes, and Zahn moving without the basketball. That's a turnover that goes against the Falcons.
I mean, Barrett drawing 2 defenders. I mean, he tried to dish it down low. It was just too much sauce on that pass.
Gets shot by the Lions, doesn't fall. Rebound Barrett, pushing to the front court. Bubba Davis makes a move, goes around a man, Hezzy, Euros, and that shot won't fall. And so they're getting good looks at the rim. They're just not going in. I don't know if they could put some of that more juju on it or what, as a foul is being called. And discussion between Brooke Ferris and Eli Tillman. And so kick ball is the key, is the call here after the discussion. 15-2, you're not hearing me wrong. The Millwood Falcons are trailing the host Moore Lions, Moore Lion basketball.
Playing man-to-man defense.
And it's a tough defense. Barrett's fronting Grant, who's one of the players to watch. Backside help, and the ball's taken away. Bubba Davis, and the Falcons are out and running. Out to number 20, Donovan Knight. Shot no good. Underneath rebound. Barrett shot, bunny won't go. I can't swear to this.
They put some Crisco on that rim.
Something's
dude.
on the
I don't
rim.
know what's going on.
Something is on the rim. Darian Grant for the runner to the rim. His shot goes 17-2 as the Falcons are getting great looks at the rim. They're just not falling. Bubba Davis, spin move, back around and up, and one goes in.
Crafty. What a great arsenal of moves by Chance Davis to get the score.
Step left, came back right, and was able to finish. And full court press here, timeout taken by the Lions as the defense now has come alive as we've seen 2 buckets go. 6 minutes and 1 second remaining before halftime, and the Moore Lions lead 17-4. That is the correct score, 17-4, as Coach Williams is having a conversation with one of the officials here in this timeout. A 30-second timeout will stay here. So what do the Falcons need to do to get back into the ball game?
I mean, I want to see them keep doing what they're doing. I mean, the shot selection isn't terrible, but I mean, it's not falling. Defensively, they're not sending more to the line. They're making them earn everything.
Yeah, and that's been the difference as more shots have fallen and the Falcons' shots are not falling. And so they've got to become an army of 5 or an army of 1 and see what can happen here as those adjustments. And I can guarantee you that the Falcons won't back down anytime soon. More Lions into the front court as there's rough physical post play and a blocking foul called on Zaire Fisher. His first team foul of this quarter, as Coach Williams is working the officiating staff, saying that Grant is using every inch of his body to post, and I see it too.
I mean, Zaire Fisher, he's not backing down. I don't know if you saw, but I mean, he's clapping and chirping, so maybe we get a little intensity going now.
Tristan Hankins knocks down a 3 for the Lions on the quick runner down court. Zon Williams shot no good. 20-4. Not what I expected.
Not what I expected, but one of the players to watch, Hankins, he's got about half his team's points, so he's pretty warmed up.
Hankins is coming alive. He's got 10 points early on. A physical ball game is what favors both teams, as right now the Moore Lions are out physicaling. Yeah, I said that, physicaling. 5-second count. Held ball. Substitution into the game. Another turnover for the Falcons on the 5-second held ball count. Christopher Clay into the game for the Falcons. Shout out to the Millwood cheerleaders who are in the building and leading the crowd, trying to spur this crowd on and this team on, as right now there's a 16-point deficit here with 5 minutes, 16 seconds before the intermission. What I know about the Millwood Falcons is there's no quit in them, so they're going to be here for the long haul.
Absolutely not. That goes for the boys and the girls.
They will definitely be here as long as there's time on the clock. Man-to-man pressure again. Here comes Grant, and he splits, and there's an offensive foul, as this time Zaire Fisher got what he was asking for. And the foul on number 15, Darian Grant, his first personal foul.
I mean, and that's why you love Zaire Fisher. He's not backing down on a bigger opponent, and he's going to get the best of them at one point.
He's like that net. And he goes to the rim.
Straight to the rack against the roll.
Yes, sir. So he picks up the charge and takes the ball to the rack and cuts into the lead, makes it a 14-point ball game. And there's energy on the Millwood sideline.
They're getting pretty physical with Zaire there. I mean, he got bumped by a couple Lions.
A long three taken by the Lions. Rebound, Christopher Clay, who brings the ball out. Looks left, looks right, throws a dime to Bubba Davis. Bubba Davis goes up and can't make the layup. I believe he'll get a couple of free throws out of this thing. We're shooting 2, says Dana Bowers, the official, as we're looking to see who the foul is on. Jakari Davis, his first personal, second team foul. Chance Bubba Davis at the line shoots 2 free throws. At this point, he's got 2 of the 6 points that the Falcons have on the board, with a chance now to become the scoring leader for the Millwood Falcons, who are looking to get back into this ball game. The first free throw shot is up and it's no good. Set to come into the game for the Moore Lions, number 40, Ebby Borte, 6'7", 320. And he did not play football.
To our surprise, he did not.
Did not play football. Chance Bubba Davis at the line for his second of 2 free throws.
Something to keep an eye on. I watched Zaire Fisher. It looks like he's in some pain, maybe in that hip area. I've seen Coach Williams trying to help him out a little bit, so he's playing through some right now.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on that as the Lions bring the ball into the front court, into post, and a cutter coming across, and there's a foul call on Chance Davis, number 11, his first personal foul, second team foul of the quarter for the Falcons. Number 2, Davis, Jakari Davis, at the line shoots 2. The first is good. The second one is good as well. 22-7 to score, 4 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Lions all over the Falcons, and the Falcons have some work to do to get back into this game. Zahn turns and goes up, gets hit, bumped, and grabbed, and no call again as players are draped all over his arm. And Ebby Borte steps out and starts clapping, imploring Christopher Clay, who throws it out to Zahn. Zahn goes around him and up to the rim, and the shot won't fall. Zahn gets his own rebound, goes up again, and I'm telling you, there are no whistles being blown here, much to the chagrin of Coach Williams. It will be Falcon basketball.
I mean, surely I thought Zahn got fouled when he went up there against.
Well, that's like one of those Elvis Presley songs. There's a whole lot of shaking going on. Ball inbounded deep to Christopher Clay out near the top. Throws the ball over to Davis. Davis goes to the rim, reverse layup, and gets it to go in as Chance Davis has come alive for the Falcons, who now trail 22-9. A lot of defensive pressure. Foul call on number 5, Clay. His first personal foul. Foul in the backcourt as the ball handler dribbler fell down, and a whistle ensued. Substitution in the game, Mark Presley coming in for Zahn Williams, as Coach Dorian Williams is working every member of the officiating crew.
I mean, as he should, as you mentioned earlier. I mean, this game is going to be physical for both teams, so I mean, they're making it kind of hard pressed for the referees.
And a steal by Clay. Fisher to the rim for 2. And there's life in those Falcons, who now cut the lead in half. 22-11 is the score, as the defensive pressure is starting to manifest itself for the Falcons.
Trapping.
And another turnover just like that. So stop, score, stop, score. 2:45 remaining before halftime. There's still life in the wings of the Falcons, who now have the ball with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Right, 11-point game now, and after that, I mean, you feel a little more energy in this gym, a little momentum swing before halftime.
Oh, Mo is swinging their way. And I love it when Mo swings my way, especially when I'm trying to get out of the recliner.
Hey, man, momentum. You got to know physics. Use it to your advantage.
Use it to your advantage. And people ask me all the time, Dwayne, do you lift weights? Yes, yes. I lift 250 pounds every time I stand up.
Hey, man, lifting that remote, man, that's a real workout.
There it is.
Low weight, high repetition.
There it is. Build a different kind of muscle. Ball into the front court, a nice open three-point shot. Bang, bang. Donovan Knight knocks down the 3 for the Falcons.
His first bucket and the first 3 for the Falcons.
He traveled right there.
No call.
No call. Back the other way, number 5, Hankins knocks down a 3 to answer. 25-14, a 9-point contest, as the Falcons now finding life. And Fisher to the rim for another two.
He lost the ball as he was trying to go up, but it might have been to his advantage.
To his advantage. A drive to the goal by the or the Lions. No good. Rebound. And Bubba Davis has the Falcons off running to the corner. Clay, bang, bang!
And that's
another three ball.
Getting transition, good stop, 3-on-2. Chance Davis finds the open shooter. Christopher Clay, I mean, he was 100% from three last game, and here he is now.
Yes, sir. And that leads to a timeout called by Coach Greg Harding. He's seen enough. We'll take a quick timeout, come back on the other side as the Falcons are starting to rally. You're listening to Millwood Basketball, sponsored by SSM Health, Love's Travel Stops, and Country Stores.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Welcome back into the re-energized Moore Fieldhouse here on the campus of Moore High School as the Falcons now have steadied themselves and now trail by 6 points after trailing by as much as 15 to 17 points. They found some life, they found energy, they found their shot, they found it defensively, they're working, Coach Williams is working the officials, and the crowd is here, the cheerleaders are pumped up. It's even gotten warmer in here for me.
I know, I believe it. We felt that breeze coming in strong. That's a fact.
Yes, sir. So we've got ourselves a contest now. The Falcons trail now by 6 here in this quarter, but they've come alive, making 2 threes and 4 or 5 2-pointers after only having 1 2-pointer basket in the first quarter. They have found their swag. 1:47 remaining in the first quarter of play here. It'll be Lion basketball as the Falcons have started to figure some things out here and have gotten it going. Substitution patterns have been the key for Coach Williams. He's gotten in players who are meshing and playing together as they still in a zone man-to-man look defense, matchup zone defense here, and pressuring the ball out past the three-point line as the Lions look to exploit the middle in the person of Ebby Borte, the 320-pound, 6'7", 320-pound post player, as a foul is called on the play. Number 11, Bubba Davis, his second personal foul, fourth team foul of the half or the quarter for the Falcons. Back into the game, Mark Presley Jr. for the Falcons. Bubba Davis goes to the bench after he's ignited this team. A three-point look for number 3 for the Lions. Foul on the play, number 15, Darian Grant, his second personal foul, third team foul. It'll be Falcon basketball with 1:15 before the intermission. Fisher brings the ball in between his legs, back and forth, and a foul called here as the officiating has tightened a little bit here in this quarter. Joel Walter, his first personal foul, fourth team foul. So both teams will be shooting for the remainder of this quarter. Millwood basketball, 28-foot line, opposite the table. Inbound to Fisher. Fisher looks for a screen. Zahn out top. Goes to his right, drives the lane, shot won't fall, rebound, Lions. Full court pressure all over the place, enticing a three-pointer. The floater, number 1, rebound, Presley. Falcons are running, Zahn leading the break, looks to go to the rim, gets bumped, goes up, shot no good. He'll get 2 free throws.
And that's Zahn's bread and butter, going straight to the paint. He loves that left side.
Fifth team foul, second personal foul, Messiah Blunting. Zahn at the line shoots 2. This will be a good opportunity for him to see something go in and get that confidence back that he needs. Zahn at the line goes through his pre-shot ritual. 3 bounces, spins, locks, and shoots. No good. And so right now it's a confidence thing, seeing something go in. Make the next shot. Don't worry about the shots you missed. Make the next shot.
Right. You don't want to worry about missing one, but for Zahn, missing 2 would be a problem. We've seen it in the game as he knocks down the second one.
So the score now, with 39.9 seconds remaining, is respectable. 25-20, 39.9 with the Moore Lions looking for the last shot, bringing the ball out the front court, into the front court. Number 11, Torres. Clay on defense, bunting with the ball for the Lions. Into the wing to number 5, Hankins. Hankins looks to cross up, spots up, takes a 3, shot no good, rebound Clay, 14 seconds remaining, brings the ball into the front court, still moving, advancing to the goal, throws the ball up to Fisher, 6 seconds, Fisher wheels, deals, crosses, steps back, launches a 3, doesn't go, and that's the end of the first quarter. So after a slow start, the Falcons are right back in this thing now, only trailing by 5 points to the Moore Lions, the host Moore Lions, who lead 25-20. We'll take a break, come back on the other side. You're listening to Millwood Basketball, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back after this break.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast. And today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great. And yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
make a positive difference in investing in our jewel institution, Millwood Public Schools. You can make a contribution at Cash App, Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Millwood Enrich OKC. You can give any denomination. You can give. It goes to the students and the teachers, not to athletics or any particular form of fashion. It works to help those help in the schools and in the classroom. And so we certainly thank them for their sponsorship of our halftime. So, Jamin, let's talk about halftime. Let's talk about what we've seen up to this point. We've seen that the Moore Lions are looking to impose their will in a physical presence in the form of number 15, Darian Grant, and also Ebby Borte. And they've got an outside presence in Tristan Hankins, who has 13 points at the break.
Right. Talk about Hankins. I mean, he has more than half his team's points. He's bailed them out a couple times, but we know that jumper is legit, and Millwood has found a way to neutralize it. I mean, 2 points in the first quarter and 18 in the second. So clearly we found some continuity. We found the lineup that Coach Williams likes, and it seems like they want to roll the ball out there and keep that same level of intensity.
As both teams now have returned, and what I'm noticing is the Falcons return to the shooting line and the Lions return to sit down. So that could be part of that physicality that's playing towards the Falcons in their favor. We'll keep an eye on that as we move forward. 1 minute before we kick back off here.
I can't tell you I've seen a team just go straight to the bench. I mean, nobody put up one shot.
I mean, not one shot has anybody put up there, and the Falcons are still going through. So it tells me that the legs are fresher for the Falcons than they are for the Moore Lions, and that could be smoke signals also. They could be just trying to throw us off the case here. So a game that the winner goes to the championship tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. here at Moore High School, and the loser will play at 5:30 in the consolation bracket. And wherever these Falcons land, we will be there with them. We also know that the Lady Falcons will play tomorrow at 1 p.m. here at the John Nobles Invitational Tournament, and are trying to salvage this tournament experience by getting out of that game with at least one dub for the ladies, and we'll see how that plays out. We don't know who their opponent will be. We did see that the game prior to this one that the Choctaw Yellow Jackets defeated the Midwest City Bombers, Lady Bombers, and so I think with the 16 tournament, they'll go to point differential and all that stuff and hocus pocus, and one of the Falcons will be there. And so we'll see how that goes, as Midwest City was in the winner's bracket, and we'll see how that plays out on tomorrow. So as we go back to the starting lineups for the Falcons, as we started the game with one exception, into the game number 20, Donovan Knight replaces Solomon Davis. It is Lion basketball into the front court near the bench, looking to get established here. Inside post presence to Grant, goes back out to Hankins. And a foul call away from the ball that's really annoying. Foul called on Donovan Knight, number 20. First team foul. And so 18 seconds in, the Falcons have a foul on the board already, as the ball was just being passed from side to side. Mid-range jump shot, Jakari Davis knocks down the first two of the second half for the Lions. Now 27-20, and another foul call, illegal screen. Donovan Knight picks up 2 quick fouls, his second personal, second team foul, and that's not making Coach Williams very happy.
All right, I mean, self-inflicted wounds. I mean, you don't want to continue to turn the ball over or anything as such, giving more a chance as they go up 9.
Messiah Bunting on the reverse layup for the Lions. Now push the lead back to 9 points before the Falcons can get a shot off. A quick 4 for the Lions. Falcons go spread the floor wide. Davis pulls a 3. Short, rebounded. Barrett out to Zaire. Zaire fakes the 3, puts the ball on the floor, dribbles in, and gets the ball off the backboard for 2 points.
I mean, what a good job creating separation by Zaire Fisher there.
29-22, favor of the Lions.
Hankins gets the and one.
An and one there for Hankins. Drives to the goal. Fisher late transitioning over. And that foul is on Zaire Fisher, his second personal, third team foul. Hankins goes to the line. He'll shoot the and one.
Has a good twitch to his game. Hankins.
Knocks down the free throw. 32-22, a 10-point deficit now. So the 5-point deficit at halftime has grown to 10, just like that. Bubba Davis shot blocked by Hankins. Hankins brings the ball into the front court, looks to trick, reverses the ball into the post play. Grant, and another foul called by the Falcons. Zaire Fisher, his third personal foul. And so the foul bug has now gone against the Falcons, and the foul count just 1 minute and 53 seconds into the quarter is 4-0.
One of the keys of the game. I mean, in the first half, Millwood Falcons have 5 and Moore Lions have 2.
And now we have a foul on Grant, the first foul of the quarter for them. That's his third personal foul, first team foul, number 15.
That was on 15, Gary Grant.
And so at this point about officiating, my grandmother always told me if you didn't have anything good to say, just be quiet.
They just don't say nothing at all.
Don't say anything at all. So we've seen 5 fouls, and 3 of them haven't been very high quality for this level of play, in my opinion. Chance Bubba Davis for 3, and he knocks it down. A much-needed 3 for the Falcons.
Quick decision, gets a high arc on that 3.
Ball taken away by Barrett, a steal on a turnover.
Donovan Knight tipping the ball.
Bubba Davis again for 3. Shot no good. And the Falcons are back on defense. Bubba Davis in defense as Hankins tips his own miss back in. And the Falcons quickly into the front court. Barrett tries to go around Grant, not able to. Good feed, Zahn for a 3. Shot no good. Barrett on the rebound. Looks the floater out to the corner. Ball touched, tipped away. It'll be Falcon basketball. Back into the game for the Falcons, number 10, Mark Presley. Number 40, Borte. Out, number 15, Grant, and number 2, Davis for the Lions. Falcon basketball into the front court. Looking for a screen. Bubba Davis into the rim, gets bumped, and the ball stays his way.
Hankins is very active for this team, offensively and defensively, getting some deflections and getting rewarded for it on the other end.
We'd like to thank those of you who are chiming in our chat. Nathan Hatchett, we see your words, and they ring true for what you're saying. Bad habits have to stop in the first quarter for the boys, and we agree with that. But I don't know if it's more bad habits or defense at a level that they hadn't seen before in this Moore Lion basketball team.
I mean, one focal point I feel like is size for the Moore Lions. They've kept sizable players out there to play these Millwood Falcons.
Zon Williams, 3-point shot, no good. There's a foul on the play. Push on number 40, Borte. His second team foul of the quarter. And the Falcons retain possession, down by 9, 34-25. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Barrett, boom, up for the inbounds pass. Just like that.
Great touch by Barrett. First shot attempt goes in for the game. 27-34,
a 7-point deficit for the Falcons, who've been fighting uphill the entire game. A steal by Zahn. Zahn's looking to get started, get something go in, and he just short arms the layup. Didn't go in. And a foul call on number 11, Chance Davis. his third personal foul. 5th team foul. And so what I don't like about that call is that we've taken 2 dribbles up the court, and that whistle stops a fast break on contact that was insignificant contact.
Insignificant, I mean,
insignificant contact.
I mean, they've turned it on in transition. I mean, it's been a problem for them this game early on and in the last game, but I mean, they picked it up at the end of that first half.
The game did not need free throws with 4:07. The game didn't need that.
I totally agree.
And the free throw shot by Joel Walter, and some would say BDL right here.
Hey, you know ball don't lie. You know that. I love it.
But I've always said to that, the ball doesn't talk, and if it starts talking, I'm out of here.
I don't know, man. If that ball starts talking, I might think I'm in Space Jam. Hold on to it enough. Get some of them powers.
I'm getting out of here. 35-27, 8-point deficit for the Falcons. Barrett out top on a foul call. Joel Walter, his second personal, 3rd team foul. And so as an official, I can see what's happening here. I see what has happened. And they're trying to reel this thing back in on a no-call travel as Borte goes through the line paint, and he's flailing and pushing and everything else.
And he shouldn't hesitate to put that up. Good hands play by Chris Clay.
Yeah. Number 5, Clay, the contact. That's the 6th personal foul. His second. Borte will be at the line shooting 2. So this is when the new rule doesn't necessarily play in your favor.
Right. Now that they've exceeded the 5 foul threshold, they will get an immediate ticket to the charity stripe.
Last 3 points for the Lions have come at the free throw line. Borte with a nice stroke for a big guy. Left-handed. 3 bounces, a spin, a regather, and nothing but the nets. So Borte knocks down the 2 free throws. 10-point lead again for the Lions. Barrett drives to the rim. Shot no good. Hankins leaks out and knocks it down the late running layup. And now an inbound violation called against the Falcons. And so I've seen some things in this game called that I haven't seen called in years. And just a different perspective, looking at it through my officiating goggles, as Hankins shot no good as Borte and Presley get up off of the floor. Clay drives and he gets, oh man, excessive contact. Gets bumped there. Number 12 is the recipient, Hayden Stoll. His first personal, 4th team foul. Number 5, Christopher Clay at the line, shoots 2 for the Falcons. And it bounces around and falls through.
Great decision by Christopher Clay there, though, to just get in the paint and have a chance to get to the free throw line. See a couple go in, get this game back within 10.
So 9-point deficit right now as the second free throw is short. Rebound to the Lions. Full court pressure by the Falcons. And the more Lions break it easy. Borte gets the easy 2 as they defeated the press. And so now I'm convinced it's not the rims, it's the shooters.
Got that right for sure, D.
Blessings. Man, went strong to the rim for 2.
Haven't seen much of Messiah Bunting.
Not much, but that was pretty impressive. A 3-point look for the Falcons is no good. 2 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play as the Falcons have been playing uphill the entire ball game, have gotten it to as much as close as 5. And a holding penalty against the Falcons as the big guy is camped in the lane. And I don't know what the smaller defender is to do. And so they're having a tough time figuring it out right now. Borte goes back to the line for 2 more free throws.
Tough cover for anybody. What we haven't seen much is Solomon Davis in the second half. Actually, not at all.
Not at all. Borte's free throw is good. Awaits the second. 1 minute, 59 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. 44-28 is the score. And the second free throw is good. Substitution in the game for the Lions. (45-28) is our score here. In this semifinal round of the John Nobles Invitational 24, Falcons with some work to do. And the shot goes up, no good, and there's another foul call. Donovan Knight's shot, no good, rebounded by Mark Presley Jr., and he's fouled on the play. He'll shoot 2. Hayden Stoll guilty of that foul. That's the 5th team foul, 143. Presley at the line shoots a pair. First shot, no good. Awaits the second after adjustments on the lane. Second shot, no good. Falcons get the turnover, and the shot doesn't go. And a foul call. A little after action going on, and the Falcons will be guilty of the foul. And that foul is called on I don't know who it was called on.
I believe that was Presley, as he was having a short conversation with the ref coming back to the side of the court.
Number 3, Walter at the line shoots 2 and knocks down the first. Substitutions into the game for the Falcons. Second free throw is good. 47-28 more. So they switched this up to this 5-point halftime lead up to 19 now. Fisher wheels, deals, jumps, stops.
Great footwork
pops
by Zaire Fisher.
And they can't get the shot to fall, and that's going to be another foul call against the Falcons on Fisher. That'll be his 4th personal foul.
Tied up Braylon Russell there.
Say it again?
Said he tied up Braylon Russell right there, just getting some minutes in for the Lions.
123 back to the free throw line. Braylon Russell, the aforementioned Braylon Russell, at the line for 2. Shot no good, as Braylon Russell is sporting a freshly braided hairdo. I wish I could do my hair like that.
I should do my hair like that, dude. I just hadn't made my way to the salon.
Second free throw for Russell is good. Well, I got some spots where it just won't grow.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's a gift. You got to earn that.
I've got less hair to comb and more face to wash. 3-point shot, no good. And who's that foul on? And we're back to the free throw line as that foul is called against the Falcons. Hayden Stoll at the line to shoot 2. And that falls. 49-28, a 21-point deficit for the Falcons. Stoll's second free throw, no good. Christopher Clay out running, pushes the ball deep in the corner for Donovan Knight. Knight shot, no good. Barrett tips the ball back, and the tip is controlled by the Lions. Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Man defense for the Falcons.
Full court man pressure. Hankins handling the ball out top. Should have a 5-second count going. We don't. Stoll rolls to the goal, and that's an offensive foul. Donovan Knight sets up and takes the charge. Stoll, his third personal foul. Good defensive awareness there by the Falcons. Substitution into the game for the Lions as Stoll goes to the bench. It's replaced by Joel Walter. Barrett brings the ball across the division line for the Falcons. Fakes a pass to the right side, looks, steps, dribbles, pulls up his dribble out to Bubba Davis, replaced by Barrett in the corner. Falcons looking for someone to get a shot off. Back out to the top, Bubba Davis takes the three-point shot and rims around and goes in.
Chance Davis 2 for 4 from three-point range today.
And that's what the team needed, that three-point, as a timeout is taken by Coach Williams with 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. And they trail now by 18 points. 49-31 is the lead. And so we've got questions here. Nathan Hatchett, not understanding why you don't have size on size. This basketball, no way you can win a game with a 5-guard system.
It's got to be referring to the lack of play of Solomon Davis.
Nathaniel Hatchett says, I mean, it's 40, not a big man. Well, 40 for the Moore Lions qualifies as a big man.
Big man.
6'7", 320. He occupies a lot of real estate. And when we look at the size matchup and that size comparison, it's just not happening for the Falcons when it goes down to post play. We've had guards holding him, and he's been able to get passes over the top. And it's been that type of night tonight for the Lions. A three-point shot, no good towards the buzzer, and that's the end of the third quarter of play. And the Falcons find themselves with an 18-point deficit going into the fourth quarter of play here on semifinal Saturday. We'll take a quick break, come back on the other side, and recap the quarter. You're listening to Millwood Basketball, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast. And today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great. And yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president. Also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal, and you have a great day.
And welcome back to the field house here on the campus of Moore High School, the Douglas H. Frederick Sports Complex, where the Millwood Falcons trail the Moore Lions 49-31 here on this semifinal game. And so there have been more questions and answers for the Falcons as we get back to the action. Zaire Fisher with the basketball. Backdoor to Barrett. Barrett goes up and loses the ball. That's a turnover going by way of the And they get the ball back. Chance Bubba Davis, shot tipped, no good. And the Falcons retreat on defense.
3-on-2.
And Grant, who's been out a significant amount of time with 3 fouls, is back into the game. 7:35, the Falcons look to push, go fast. And the stifling defense by the Lions as Barrett takes a 3 and knocks it down.
And Barrett's got 5 on the day. He's a good three-point shooter, just haven't seen him shoot too many in this John Nobles tournament.
And that's going to be needed the rest of the way as this game has become physical. And that ball was tipped. And it goes back to the Falcons.
Telegraphed that pass just a little too much.
Yeah, got to cut down the angle on that one. Give
Joel
the defense,
Walter is there to get that out the way.
Defense had an opportunity to recover as we needed to close the gap or right the angle, take the diagonal away, make it more of a direct pass as one of the players is tying their shoe. And now we're ready to go. Falcon basketball, 28-foot line. Inbound to the backcourt, Fisher on Grant. Looks to go around and Wills deals head movement. What in the world? And a foul call. Number 1, Blessing. First team foul, his 3rd personal foul. And what you heard me say was I thought we were going offensive foul, and we didn't. As Barrett is wrapped up like a blanket, number 3. Joel Walter, his 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul. .652 remaining in regulation. Falcons trail by 15. Fisher, nope.
Donovan Knight's fouled hard.
Donovan Knight drives to the rim, and he's fouled by number 40, Ebby Borte. His 3rd personal foul, 3rd team foul.
He's wrestled with Borte quite a bit this game, and at this point, he's driving down the baseline looking for Borte.
Yeah, Borte had a lot of ball there. I don't know if he got him with the body first. And the first free throw is up, and it's no good. And so that's the story of the night for the Falcons. They have not been able to convert from the free throw line. And partner, we've got to start looking for a player of the game. And the 2nd free throw is no good. Another whistle on the play. Fouls on Barrett. His 1st personal foul, 1st team foul. Foul counts 3-1 in favor of the Moore Lions. Grant in the corner, Fisher defending. Borte in the paint. Foul on number 20. I got to say it, man. I got to say it. I don't know why this official is calling from this side of the floor all the way over there.
I understand your frustration. I'm trying to hold it in myself.
Grant for the 2. And then we don't have anything but a travel call there. With all the contact, we've got a big player who's pushing against a smaller player.
Constantly.
And the backside official, who is 25 feet away from the play, makes a whistle call when there's officials standing right there. Over involvement.
Hey, I'm glad you said something, dude, because I was trying not to. You know, I know.
And I'm saying it as an official. An offensive foul called on someone.
Could be Presley as he's exiting the game. Christopher Clay back in.
So here we are. I'm back. Falcon basketball. Davis at the wing, finds Barrett. Barrett hub fakes, shoots a three. Shot no good. Rebound. We played 2 minutes into this quarter, and we've got 6 fouls on the board. Bubba Davis knocks the ball away. Hankins regains it. Ball tipped away by Clay. .546 remaining, where the Lions lead 51-34. Lion ball inbounded in the post. So Donovan Knight's doing all he can to guard Borte, and Borte's just having his way at the rim. Oh, that's a travel.
And he gets a call that doesn't go his way.
The big man up and down, we used to call that back in the day. Barrett. Fisher steps through, and it doesn't fall. So, I've got to say this. I'm watching Coach Williams, and what he's done with Zahn is put him on the sideline. It just wasn't his night tonight. He didn't want him to go out and force anything. And that's a heady coaching move. Fisher's shot, three-point shot, no good.
Right, to add to what you said, it really is, because Zahn Williams, he's a leader on this team in late game situations or tough times. I mean, lean on Zahn to drive.
Absolutely. So the Falcons with a couple of chances there. Shots don't go. And they bring the ball back to the other end. Ebby Borte for 2. Timeout on the floor. Timeout taken by the Moore Lions. It's a 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We're listening to Millwood Basketball, sponsored by SSM Health, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Welcome back into the field house here. 4 minutes, 35 seconds remaining with the Falcons. Chance Bubba Davis drives to the rim. There's a foul called on Borte. His 4th personal foul. Bubba Davis will be at the line shooting 2. And so the Falcons have not been able to knock down free throws either tonight. And they've had some tough looks at the rim that have not fallen. And the free throws have not gone their way either, as Chance Davis knocks down the first ones. So if the announcer jinx can work one direction, it can work the other direction too. 53-35 is the score. Davis awaits the second free throw, and it goes also. Mark Presley into the game for the Falcons, replaces Donovan Knight. But I will say, this is the Millwood model. This is the Millwood model. Play bigger, upper class basketball in the season. Take your lumps. There might have been a travel there. Grant used his body well. Rebound, Fisher up to Barrett. Barrett looks to go, gets to the rim, and knocks it down.
Great take by Amari Barrett, but to your point, this is the Millwood model. I mean, you won't see it pay off now, but coming a month or so when we have tournament play, it will be prevalent.
Absolutely. Foul call on Barrett. His second personal foul. Third team foul. 4 minutes, 9 seconds. Bubba Davis, correction.
Good defense by Presley.
Presley on the defense. Oh, nice defense there by Zaire Fisher, who out-quicked the ball handler and was able to get it into his grill. Ball out of bounds, Falcon basketball. And so now for 4 minutes, this remaining of the game, we're building on what we're going to do for the rest of the season.
It was a nice bounce pass by Zaire Fisher. I mean, the intended recipient didn't get it, but great job on the back end seeing the ball.
Hey, man, it worked. And we're able to get there and get the ball into the rim. A 30-second timeout taken by Coach Williams. We'll keep it right here. So 3 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. You're down 13 points. It's not an insurmountable lead as you were down 15. You cut it to 5. They stretched it out to almost 20, over 20 points, and now you cut it down to 13. So what you're saying to your team is, hey, we're not out of this thing yet, and we're coaching not necessarily for the win tonight, but for results on tomorrow. And if you can stay in that, and you might be surprised. You go out and play well enough, you can find yourself back in this ball game and have a chance to extend this thing, get into overtime, and maybe pull off an upset win here on the home team, Moore Lions. A strong Moore Lions team, I might add.
Right. I mean, they're 5th in their district, and they're playing some of their best basketball right now.
Yeah, strong team here, the host team here in the tournament. A nice crowd is arriving here. The Moore ladies will play following this game, and so this is a Moore-esque crowd as the Falcons apply pressure in the backcourt, nearly get the turnover, and the Lions are still off and running as a nice, powerful move by Mosiah Bunting goes 2 hands to the rim, finished with the layup. Falcons Barrett takes the floater and kisses it off the backboard, and he gets the bunny to fall as he's starting to heat up also. 42-55, 13-point lead, 3 minutes, 18 seconds.
I mean, Barrett, he plays so uncontrolled. I mean, and he exceeds in transition.
Grant puts his back to the rim and knocks it in. Fisher, Euro, and he puts it in. And so the pace has picked up. 44-57 in favor of the Lions. A block. Oh, my goodness.
Braylon Bradshaw, the freshman, just entering the game, is called for his first foul.
Yeah, that was a whole lot of ball there.
I don't disagree.
And so when officials get into games, I've had it happen to me, and calls are minimal calls, marginal calls. You can get caught up into marginal calls. And so if you don't call that, after you call some other stuff that's marginal, it causes a problem. Free throw's good, 58-44 as the second free throw's missed. 14-point deficit. The Falcons push the ball quickly into the corner. Chance Bubba Davis tries to go around Hankins, and Hankins is called for the blocking foul, and there'll be 2 free throws for Bubba Davis. Second personal foul on Hankins. Davis to the line, shoots 2. Davis' previous trip to the line, he knocked down both free throws after I talked about the free throw shooting woes of the Falcons. I'm going to keep talking about the free throw shooting woes because now they're starting to make them.
And it's only right as you want to continue to cut this lead, give them the chance to be within 12.
Bubba Davis knocks down both free throws, draws it ever so close. Now an 8-point deficit. Am I reading that right?
Got a
12-point deficit. A turnover.
Moore's called for the travel.
Yeah. A turnover Sometimes the math don't math for me. I'm putting the numbers on the wrong side.
Oh, no, I got your back. Don't even sweat it.
So a timeout taken here by Coach Harding of the Moore Lions. It's a 60-second timeout. This timeout brought to you by A-Plus Lawn Services. And we'll be back on the other side after this quick break. You're listening to Millwood Basketball, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
And welcome back inside the field house here at Moore High School. 58-46, the score. The Moore Lions lead over your Millwood Falcons. And it's going to be Millwood Falcon basketball after the timeout taken by Greg Harding, the head coach of Moore High School. And so the Falcons need to convert here to have a chance to get this thing down into single digits. And this is the man that's been doing it so far. Barrett goes in left-handed and knocks down the reverse layup. And just like that, it's a 10-point ball game with a chance to make it an 8-point game.
And calls are starting to swing the Falcons' way. Amari Bear, like we mentioned, great player, great in transition. Again, that was a nice move with that reverse layup.
Yeah, set play coming out of the timeout by Coach Williams. The inbound man is the most toughest person to locate on these inbound plays. And Barrett got free and knocked down the three-point play.
And now we're within 9. 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Tough defense by Braylon Bradshaw forcing that turnover.
Barrett, Davis, step back three. No good. Rebound, Grant, foul, Amani. His third personal foul. And partner, if that three had gone in, that was going to be huge. I believe this team feels as though no matter what the deficit, as long as there's time on the clock, we still have a chance.
Right, and that's the attitude you want to play with, and that's why you came here.
Absolutely. I don't care that you're 6A. I don't care where you are in your district. We're coming here to beat you.
Yeah, because, I mean, all of that doesn't really matter when the whistles are blown and you're in between the lines. You got to show it.
It's basketball. I brought my basketball shoes and my basketball uniform. I'm here to play basketball. And back in my day, we used to say check ball, bro, check ball. Grant at the line, first free throw, no good. Grant at the free throw line. Second shot, no good. So just like that, it's a three-possession ball game. Barrett goes hard to the rim. Might have traveled. Turns, fires, no good. Grant, rebound. Lions. Pressure in the backcourt. Ball into the front court now. Bunting. Throws the ball up. And Barrett forces the turnover as the Walter stepped out of bounds. Might have gotten bumped.
Might have got bumped just a bit, but no Falcons here watching or complaining.
None. Not even this Viking Falcon.
Honorary.
Fisher to the rim, no good. Rebound, Barrett. Bubba Davis on the wing, drives to the goal. Scoops with the right hand. Ball bounces, no good. Chases after his own rebound. Grant has it for the Lions. Pushes it to the corner. Bunting. Walter. Grant. Post. Nice strong post move. Braylon Bradshaw guilty of the foul. And so the problem with that play is that Bradshaw let him get set up too deep into the paint. Pre-entry the ball, he needs to start pushing him out away from the goal. Once he catches this right there, it's over with. Grant, free throw, no good.
Lesson for the freshman. I'm sure he'll get coached up on that clip right there.
I'm just saying, that's what I saw. You know, as a dad of a post player and as an official, pushing before the ball gets there.
I mean, commentator, how much more credibility do you need?
Grant, second free throw, he knocks it down. (59-49). 1 minute, 17 seconds remaining. Fisher steps through. Bradshaw, reverse to the left side. Knocks down the 2. 8-point ball game. 51-49. Deep pressure by the Falcons. Turnover. Fisher to the rim. And knocks down the free throw. Coach Williams calls for the timeout.
Great composure there. I mean, some of those layups we saw early in the game were going in and out. And now they found a way to compose themselves and get them to fall in.
And just like that, it's a 6-point ball game, a 2-possession ball game. Let's recap. The Falcons were down 15-2 at the end of the first quarter. They were down by 5 at halftime. That lead grew to nearly 20 during the third quarter, and now with 58.4 seconds remaining, they're down by 6. There is no quit in the Millwood Falcons. No quit at all. And so they're still working as we speak. Coach Williams is working the officiating crew, speaking to them about something. Not sure exactly what it is, but I'm going to find out.
I mean, Coach Williams, he's been on 100 all game, very energetic, very in tune with the game, and his young team is feeding off of that.
And so I have a feeling that maybe there's a technical foul coming for an excessive timeout. Not sure. Don't quote me on that just yet. But it looks like what's going to happen. As the Lions come out of the timeout and we're going to the free throw line. A technical foul has been assessed on someone, and I don't know that answer. So rather than speculate, I'll just commentate. And the first free throw is good. Tristan Hankins. And what's big is that they get the 2 free throws and the basketball. Hankins. Second shot, no good. 7-point ball game out of the timeout. Division line throw in. Ooh. Full court pressure all out as the ball's thrown up to Grant. And Barrett fouls him immediately as the ball came into the front court. That's Barrett's 4th personal foul. That's 5 fouls on Barrett. And he must have gotten one of those fouls while I was ranting. First free throw by Grant, no good. .8 seconds. Grant's second free throw is good. .61-53. Falcons look to go quick, and there's a foul by Grant, which will put Clay at the line for 2. His 5th foul, Grant's 5th foul, and that's going to send him to the bench tonight also. So 2 players are fouled out, for 1 for each team. 44.5 seconds remaining. 8-point ball game. Clay with a chance to get this to 6. Knocks down the first free throw. Clay waits the second. Shot no good. Rebound, Lions. Full court pressure. Hankins fouled on the play. Mark Presley, his 4th personal foul. Hankins goes to the line to shoot 2. 35.3 remaining on the clock. Hankins knocks down the first. Donovan Knight into the game, replacing Braylon Bradshaw. Bradshaw gave quality minutes at the post.
Yep, and I mean, that's one of those situations where you want to get your young players in, as we mentioned, Millwood model.
Hankins, second free throw, no good. Clay, Fisher behind the back, out to Bubba Davis. Bubba Davis stops, pops, takes a 3, and he knocks it down.
I mean, he loves that left wing. I mean, that's the 3rd 3 he's hit today.
Backcourt pressure, broken into the front court by the Lions. And a foul call. .9 seconds remaining on a 5-point ball game, as these Falcons are to be applauded for the energy, the effort, and their resiliency as this game got to be ugly early. And they stayed with the game plan. They locked in, they focused. They had ebbs and flows when the ball was not going in. They stayed with it, and they've made this a respectable ball game. They'll be able to go out here with their heads held high. Not the victory that they wanted, of course, but their heads held high, and they'll be able to build off of that for tomorrow. We know now that the Falcons will play tomorrow at 5:30. Opponent to be determined here in the next set. Stoll at the line knocks down the second free throw. 63-57. Bubba Davis for a long 3, no good. Bradshaw with the bunny at the buzzer for 2 more points. That's the ball game. 59-63, and it wasn't that close. But the Lions fight back to make this a respectable outcome at the end, and we'll have more for you in our post game. Post game is brought to you by SSM Health and St. Anthony Hospitals. We'll have more information for you after this break, and we'll get into the post game here on tonight on semifinal night where the Falcons fall to the Lions. We'll be back after a quick break.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast, and today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great. And yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
If they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we're back here inside the field house on a night when the Falcons have fallen all day long, as the Lady Falcons were defeated earlier by the Lady Rams. And the Millwood Falcons men team falls to the Moore Lions here on a hard-fought victory or defeat, as they were out of the game most of the game and rallied back to make this a respectable 5-point 58-63 loss. And so we're in postgame, and postgame is sponsored by SSM Hospitals. Sometimes after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services of a sports medicine specialist, and those specialists at SSM Health Hospitals have a great team to get a player back into the game from injury. And so we had ebbs and flows tonight as we look through the scorebook. We know most notably, Zon Williams was missing tonight. And Coach Dorian Williams, put him on the bench most of the second half as things were just not going his way. And so he found some energy with other players and was able to capitalize on that. And sometimes sitting down your best player re-energizes them, refocuses them, and has them understand it's not for punishment, it's for the betterment of the team. And so I believe that's the lesson that Zon will take away from this and be a better player the next time you see him come onto the basketball court. And so a hard-fought game tonight where a lot of action, saw a lot of players come onto the floor for the Falcons and contribute. None bigger than Fisher, who was all over the place defensively, holding down some of the better players on the roster for the Moore Lions. We've got to name a Big O's player of the game. The player of the game is brought to you by Big O's Pork and Dreams and home of the Big Nasty Tater. They have 2 locations to serve you, with one in Edmond and one in Midwest City. Stop by Big O's Pork and Dreams for lunch or dinner, and Big O will make your dreams come true. The player of the game is brought to you by Big O's Pork and Dreams and Super Prep. And so, partner, you have the honor of naming the player of the game, and who is it?
I am honored to announce the player of the game is Chance Davis, ending with 18 points. The junior, surged. He cleaned up the foul trouble. Had 3 total fouls this game, and they overcame two big deficits. And one of the key things in that second rally was Chance Davis lighting it up from 3. He hit 3 from this left wing right here, right about that volleyball line. He's proven that's his spot and knocked it down. Just didn't get the win today.
Yeah, had knocked down 3 threes, made 5 of his 6 free throws. He was a mighty contributor for the Millwood Falcon team tonight. And so Chance Bubba Davis is your Big O's Pork and Dreams Super Prep player of the game here on this championship or semifinal Saturday, where the Falcons go down in defeat to the Moore Lions. They will play tomorrow at 5:30. We certainly want you to join us for that. We'll be here at 1 o'clock for the Lady Falcons, as their opponent has yet to be determined, as well as the men's opponent has yet to be determined. And we'll be here bringing you all the sights and sounds here from the John Noble Invitational. We hope to see you back tomorrow. Stay warm, stay bundled up. I'm Dwayne Doolittle.
Jamin Dawson.
He's Jamin Dawson. Langston here to my left. And our cameraman over wrapping things up. We certainly thank you for being here with us. You've been listening to Millwood Athletics. We'd like to thank our sponsors: SSM Health, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, Sunbeam Family Services, Millwood Enrichment Foundation, First Security Bank, A+ Lawn Services, Big O Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison's Heritage Funeral Home, David Three's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wings Supreme, Larissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love's Student of the Month, Super Prep, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company, and most importantly, you for being here with us. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next time here on Millwood Basketball. Good night.